Hello there. Let me show you a wonderful gun.
As an emerging FUD in his 40s, I often think about the end of the world. And when I think about it, I come back to the pinnacle of excellence, the best gun for the apocalypse.
And each day that goes by,
Yeah, doggy!
I watch
Just keep your
evil
last
rise, and it's getting harder to find where beauty belongs.
This is my land!
You guys have become way too obsessed with your fancy red dots, all your cool guy suppressors. All of that junk is for hipsters. All you really need is a classic 4570 and a positive attitude.
Stop. Don't listen to a word this FUD has to say about lever guns. You want a lever gun for the apocalypse? You want a Wren Metal Works. If you're a FUD, you're gonna hate this. But if you're a modern man looking for a modern twist on lever actions, look no further.
Lucky's a deal, girl. As long as I'm in charge of your livelihood, we're good.
And each day that goes by.
Guys, here's the deal. Silencer Shop does not carry Wren Metal Works guns, but they do carry the Dead Air Lazarus that is on that HK MR556A4 back there. So if you guys are in the market for a suppressor, and let me just clarify, you should be, okay, because it's never been easier. The lead times are lower than they've ever been. The last two that I put in on a personal level were less than a month, just to give you a frame of reference. Silencer Shop would be where you want to go to get your suppressors. They have a little kiosk and software and things where you can upload your fingerprints, and especially once you do it the first time, all the subsequent ones are even easier. So, again, you should get suppressors. You should suppress your weapons. Go to Silencer Shop, do it. They've got Dead Air Lazarus. They've got all kinds of awesome, wonderful things. Appreciate Silencer Shop. On with the show.
Cool gun that we're talking about today. You've never seen it whatsoever.
I don't know if it's cool.
So this is, well, I'm telling you right now it's cool, Jake.
I don't know.
This is gonna be 100% first impression, so.
He has not even showed me a photo of the damn thing. Okay, here we go. Okay, so, holy shit.
So what's the first thing you think about, Jake?
I don't even know what I'm looking at here. What in the absolute hell?
You're at a loss of
Holy
words.
shit. Wow.
Get in on that there.
I mean, okay.
Which we'll hit again, you know, later on in the video, but clearly the Syndicate logo with the Fallout Pip-Boy logo in there.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, so that's a character from the Fallout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so they went like all out.
Yeah. And keep taking a look at it, because the longer you take a look, you're going to find more Easter eggs throughout the whole thing.
Nuka-Cola? Okay. I'm assuming these are references that make sense.
Yeah, all references to Fallout.
So this is like fast. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what the hell I'm looking at here.
So you know it's an integrally suppressed 4570 lever action.
Yeah.
Right? There you go. Hey, check that out a little bit more. What is that up top? So that is a vault door, which is like a key thing from the Fallout series.
Okay.
And if you, it's in the pattern of a vault door.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
So is this like a shroud on top of the suppressor?
Nope, this is just the entire suppressor here.
That, holy shit.
The whole thing is a suppressor. So.
Wow. Oh, with a freaking mushroom cloud.
Mushroom cloud.
From a nuke going off. And then, I mean, up top, this is absurd. This is just absolutely absurd. I mean, I just discovered that there's a light on it.
There's a light, there's a laser, there's a magnifier, and there's a red dot, all in one.
This is insanity.
And then if you flip the underside too, there's some stuff underneath here that you haven't seen.
War never changes. You got another little nuke down here. This is pretty rad. Like,
Take a stab at what you think that is.
Some video game shit.
Yeah, so that's from Fallout New Vegas. He's the sheriff of this town called Prim.
Okay.
Obviously set in the Vegas region.
Also, actual town.
War Never Changes is like the theme saying from the series.
This is wild.
Wildly
this is
badass.
Really wild.
Yeah.
So I actually really want to hear how this sounds.
Okay.
So give me some bullets.
Let's load up some rounds. All right, so look at that chunkin' boy.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Right? Load sequence, right? So side loader, obviously, because it's a lever gun. How's it feel to insert those rounds? Smooth?
Yeah. I'm not a lever gun guy, so I mean, like, I don't truthfully have a whole lot of frame of reference.
So go ahead and chamber one. And then we'll throw the safety on, which is on that side there. Yep. And then we can throw one more in the magazine tube.
What's the capacity on this tube?
3 in 1.
3 in 1.
Yep.
Okay.
So 4 rounds total. And if you notice, we're not going to be wearing any ears at all.
Which around that size, you know,
you feel like you should be.
Is a tad bit like, are we sure we want to do this?
Yeah.
This is something else.
It is set up for a righty, so you might be a little, you know, a little different.
Okay, so we got a big riser here. So I just I literally just rest my chin.
Yeah, it's a
here.
chin rest. Yep.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, I'm not going to shoot steel because the steel was most certainly louder.
Yeah, go that berm right behind it.
Whoa. That's fucking wild. That's insane.
I mean, would you say that is hearing safe?
Oh, not even approaching discomfort.
And how close to movie quiet is it?
I mean, that is very, very quiet.
Right?
Dude.
I keep telling people it is movie quiet, and no one quite believes me until they shoot it. And I've had a handful of people that I've just taken out and let run it. So this finish, how does it feel? Like when you're actuating the lever?
I mean, it feels very, very
Smooth?
clean, very positive. I mean, look, straight up, as someone, you are into pretty pedestrian guns.
Yeah.
This is by far the coolest thing you own.
Hands down the coolest gun that I own in my collection.
This is by far the crown jewel of your collection.
Not even in the same ballpark as my other stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, guys. We'll move on to the video, but like, that's fucking rad,
it's a
man.
badass gun,
I'm pissed
isn't it?
I don't own this. That is fucking rad.
It was really, really cool, dude.
Well done.
They knocked it out of the park, so. So Jake, who is this gun for?
You tell me, big guy.
So, believe it or not, a suppressed or integrally suppressed lever action 4570. The company's main customer is farmers and ranchers.
Hey, Lyle.
Farmers and ranchers. Is that who you would have thought of would be the main customer?
You know, not off the top of my head.
Okay.
Not off the top of my head.
Which I think looking at this gun, you can probably assume it's not cheap, right?
I would certainly assume not.
And I think when people hear that farmers and ranchers would buy something like this, and we'll get to the price later, but
I need to be in the farming business.
several $1,000s. Apparently, you're in the wrong business.
Apparently.
But I think people have a misconception, like, why would farmers and ranchers, like, they don't seem like the people that would pay for that. You know how much a combine costs, Jake? Like $500,000.
$13,000.
$500,000, if not more.
Okay.
Farmers are known for buying high quality products that will last a long time, but also aren't cheap.
Okay.
Right? So, and that is who their main demographic is farmers and ranchers who want a high quality tool at a cost, but is also performance driven, which we're going to get into.
So we're talking like a corn farmer. He's out there, or probably not a corn farmer. I guess he doesn't really have any threats.
Yeah, not a lot of rogue corn going on out there.
No. But if we got like a farmer, he's got like, I would think coyotes are now threatening his livestock,
which would be at nighttime, usually sunrise, nighttime. That's an option.
and we've got emitters and things like that.
Keep going. What else? What else is found on a farm, Jake? Old MacDonald had a farm.
I hope this is not a suggestion that you use this to schwack a rogue.
Bessie gets a little out of pocket. She's gonna fuck around and find out.
Oh dear. Look, old girl, I know you're doing your best, but the reality is you wandered onto Samson's property and you took a dump in the guy's front yard. So I had to go over there, smooth it over, smacked him around a little bit, gave him a bottle of Jack, called it a day. But people have been complaining, okay? Old girl, oh, cute girl. Look, here's the deal, girl. As long as I'm in charge of your livelihood, we're good. Ain't no one gonna touch you on my watch. So enjoy the pasture. It's a beautiful day, okay? I gotta go get some chores done around the ranch. Enjoy the day, girl.
This is what you get for shitting on my lawn, Bessie. Jake, we're going to take on a little tour of lever actions.
Sure.
When you think of lever actions, what do you usually think of?
I think of my Yeed, my last haul 4570 from today.
Okay.
You know, laying it down, American West.
What type of Old West movies would this potentially fit in?
This?
There's really only one option.
This?
Yeah.
I can only think of one, and I think it's the same one you've got.
Go ahead.
Cowboys and Aliens.
Okay, very good. Good one. That's probably about the only movie where you could see something like this going in. However, when I first ran into Wren Metal Works, it was at CanCon a couple years ago.
Okay.
And as you know, I'm pretty vanilla when it comes to my gun choices.
It's a missionary gun taste, yeah.
There's double meaning there, but pretty standard in my gun stuff, more modern stuff. But as soon as I saw this, the show Fallout had just come out,
Okay.
which actually is a video game. You probably don't know that.
I've heard of video games.
And it's a game that I've played for probably 20 plus years. Like,
Yeah, wow.
absolutely love the series. Yeah.
Good for you.
It's been awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of good valued time sunk into that game.
Uh-huh.
Right? So that movie or show had just come out, and I immediately thought this is a gun that belongs in Fallout.
Sure.
So talking to Wren Metal Works at CanCon, I said, hey,
Walking Dead. I could see it in Walking Dead, too.
well, that's actually a pretty good one, right?
Could work.
Which works, Fallout, I guess I should preface for you, is like post-apocalyptic nuclear wasteland. And there's a lot of cowboy motifs through it.
Oh, okay.
So it is actually very, very fitting.
Okay,
right?
sure.
So I said, we got to do the gun, and it's got to be Fallout Cerakote themed, right? And their Cerakote guy, Brian, absolutely knocked it out of the
He's
park.
good. He's really good. He's very good.
Let's just do a little quick tour here. The main thing here, this logo, the red one, is the Brotherhood of Steel, which is like a gang in power armor in Fallout.
This is does Hogwarts tie into this anywhere?
Close.
Okay.
That's a different franchise.
Okay.
But the Brotherhood of Steel in the show, this guy gets in a fight in his armor against a radiation evolved bear called a Yogwai,
Oh, what are those?
and it scratches his armor. Which, I mean, come on, dude. Does that not look awesome?
It does.
The next thing that they did that's pretty cool, be sure not to flag anyone, is they took our Syndicate logo
Yeah.
and put the Fallout boy with his thumbs up there.
Oh, so it's a Fallout boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pit Boy is actually the name. There's a whole thing behind that.
Yeah, I'm tracking.
And do you know why the thumbs up, Jake?
Because I like to do thumbs up.
So in a nuclear fallout, if your thumb can cover the cloud of the mushroom cloud, you're far enough away to actually survive. Yep. If your thumb doesn't cover it up, you might as well just hang out because you're going to...
Use it on yourself.
It'd be hard with this, but yeah.
You could figure it out.
So there's a couple meanings behind that, right? So they did the front of it like nuclear waste disposal, which is pretty cool. They also put a couple other Easter eggs on the bottom here, a mini nuke, which there's a gun in the game that shoots that little nuke.
Oh,
Pretty cool.
Okay, civilian legal?
Yeah. I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
it's the apocalypse, so there is no...
Yeah, who cares?
Right? They put on the saying, war never changes, which is a common thing said throughout the video game. And then this here is from Fallout New Vegas. It's the Sheriff of Prim.
He looks cool.
So super cool,
Yeah.
right? They have a bunch of other little factions on here. Like we talked about the Brotherhood of Steel. The Atomic Cats is another faction. And then you're probably wondering why all of this,
Yeah.
right? So,
I mean, I got no issue with any of it, but...
and this is very practical, and here's the argument with it. Say you're a farmer or rancher, you want to shave some weight. This could be in a pocket or in the cab of your truck, so you could see, oh, Bessie out there doesn't look too good.
Yeah.
I better go shoot her in the face.
She looks ill.
Right?
Yeah.
Red dot, because obviously it's going to last forever. You're not shooting really far with this thing. Let's be honest. Bessie's not super far out there. She's
She's
right
from
here.
Meat and Crispy right there. You could be Bessie.
Thank goodness you're not.
Well, see how the night goes.
Another thing that actually farmers and ranchers practically are getting into is thermal and night vision devices for predator control at night. So a PEC actually makes really, really good sense.
Sure.
I'm not joking here. I'm being dead serious.
Yeah, no.
And then last but not least, we need an illumination source. So
course.
we got a flashlight on there.
Yeah.
Good old mod light.
Yeah, no doubt.
So this gun actually started off life as a Rossi
Which is insane.
R95 Trapper.
It's insane.
Right?
Yeah.
Which our boys over there sent it out to get all the work done. They sent it straight to Wren Metal Works, and they just, from the ground up, did it. So what exactly do they do besides just a cool integrally suppressed, barrel, suppressor, and the Cerakote? They do everything, Jake.
I was going to say, I would certainly assume this is probably a full gut.
They disassemble the entire gun. They custom fit the load gate. Very important. Right, Jake? Do you know why?
Well, yeah, because
So
it would not
loading's
be
better.
custom if it's not a custom load gate.
Correct. The trigger is worked over, so there's less creep and just better trigger pull. They hand lap. Do you know what that means? Have you heard that term?
Yeah, of course.
What is it?
We don't have all the time in the world here.
Okay.
For me to
hand lapping, they smooth some of the surfaces out of the bolt, make it a little more smooth, just so the action's a little more crispy, as we say it. They throw on Ranger Point Precision Picatinny rail up here as well as stock, and then they actually make a 4-end cover that has Picatinny on it. I opted out to not have that. It seemed useless.
a what?
It's basically a shroud that comes over the top that has Picatinny slots on it.
Oh, I
So
wouldn't
you could
want
add
that at
stuff
all.
up
Because
there.
to me, that's the look.
That is the look.
That's
right?
the look.
Which is why I opted out of that. So because of the amount of work that goes into something like this, and this has been almost exactly a year in the making that we've been working on this. It just takes time, and the market, with lever guns and stuff is weird. To get something like this, depending on the options that you do, which a standard build comes with 3 Cerakote options. Okay. This obviously is a little bit more.
Sure.
Your standard builds are going to run you anywhere between $5,500 and $6,800. Okay. Which, when we talk about everything that's been done, all the custom work on the internals, the suppressor made, all of the Cerakote and work done, that's about what I would expect a gun to this extent to be worth.
It doesn't make me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable because I can't necessarily afford to go get one of these right now. That's the sad part. But in terms of like the price objectively, to me, it's like, sure.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. That really should not shock anyone here.
Correct.
In my opinion.
Guys, I want to tell you about a really cool giveaway. Before I do that, so ammo. I buy all the ammo that we use on the show. Again, from Ammo to Go. I've done that for the last 6 to 8 months because frankly, it's factory ammo at a really good price. And at the end of the day, that's kind of what we care about. We just want a good deal on ammo, right? So you should go check out Ammo to Go. They got great deals on ammo. Here's the thing. They're doing a really cool giveaway for you guys. Every year, we do a Patreon-only class. Last year, it was for MP5s taught by James with HK on the East Coast. Listen to this 4570. It's ridiculous. Why am I even wearing ears? Like, what is my problem? So here's the deal. They are going to give away a spot in our Patreon class this year. You can enter the giveaway by going to the form. It's down in the video description. You just enter your info. You're in the giveaway. But if you want to game the system, for the next 4 months, running through July 30th, if you buy your ammo at Ammo to Go, you plug in code 1911, and for every $100 you spend, your name gets in the hat 1 additional time. So if for the next few months, if you bought all your ammo there and it was $1,000, hey, your hat is in the pool 10 more times. Really, really cool system. That's going to cover, for the winter, it's going to cover your class, your ammo, and your hotel. So you just get yourself there. We'll have details on the timing of the class and all that kind of stuff coming. But you just get yourself there, and Ammo to Go has everything covered from there. Really, really cool giveaway. I think you guys are going to love it. So again, go to the forum down below, buy your ammo from Ammo to Go, and hopefully we'll see you guys at the class.
So a question that I've got is, the suppressor is such a funky, massive, its own thing. I don't even hardly know what to call it. I guess I'm wondering, is this a 1 or 2 tax stamp gun?
1 tax stamp. So very good question. So because the original gun is 16 inches, the original barrel is still 16 inches.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It just has, the ports and all that stuff done to it, and then the suppressor built around it. So it is a 1 tax stamp gun.
Got it. So the barrel is really closer to probably where the end of the can is, ish.
Yeah, very close.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you taken the can off, just out of curiosity?
No, it is user serviceable. This was later on in my notes, but let's just get into it now. Standard lever gun maintenance as far as cleaning and stuff.
Which is
as far as the internals, which, most guys probably don't shoot their lever guns enough to really clean them, but you get in there, throw some lube, clean it out a little bit. You can unthread the front cap to clean out the suppressor. However, and we're going to get into this in a little bit, Wren Metal Works is obsessed with performance and optimizing performance. So they would prefer that if you wanted to clean it, just send it back to them. They'll disassemble it, they'll clean it, they'll make sure everything's going good, reassemble it, send it back to you.
That's my kind of company. You just took over my maintenance schedule.
Yeah, you're all about that.
Yeah.
So, and there's actually one thing, like, just to show that end cap, right? There's no one behind the camera. One of the coolest details on that end cap is they made it the vault door.
It's cool.
In Fallout, they live in these vaults underground. That's the vault door to the vault.
Copy that.
So that's what you would thread off if you were someone that would do that. You are not, and they just want to take care of it themselves.
Yeah. Okay. And so I guess maybe a follow-up. I have, I'm not a big lever action gun guy. In fact, I just find it to be a little bit of a trend that I'm just not that into. This does a lot for me.
Yeah?
A lot. Like, I'm quietly over here stewing that this is not my gun.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed that this is not staying here.
Well, I mean...
I'll make space. I can find space. But I guess the question is, so who the hell is Wren Metal Works? Like, this is not I'm going to be willing to bet most people watching this are like, I've never heard of these guys.
Yeah, I'd say they're probably the best lever gun company you've never heard of.
Okay.
Right? I think that's fair, and they actually would probably agree with that. So Wren Metal Works started off, Dave and Rodney are the two guys over there, the two owners. They have a really, really good team, but those are the two guys I worked most with. They met each other back in 2006 in, believe it or not, the Baja trophy truck racing scene. You know what those are?
Yeah.
Like the Mint 300 and Baja trucks. So they were big in that scene, meaning they know how to optimize performance. They're probably good at fabricating things like some of our other friends.
I was also going to say, Infinity has a very similar story because their background was in racing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So when it comes to Infinity and people, that's Infinity, all that matters is performance because their background was as racers. Yeah.
And I would argue for lever guns, the only option, if you want something this cool, would be Wren Metal Works. And all of it comes from their background in Baja trophy truck stuff. So because they have a really good sense on fabrication, custom fabrication work, scientific fabrication work, they first started off with direct thread lever gun suppressors. And they're like, what are we doing here? We're all about optimizing performance. And this is kind of like a Band-Aid. So they said, you know what, screw it. Let's go from the ground up and figure out the best way to optimize performance of lever action gun, like we do in our trophy trucks. And this is what you get.
Man, I'm into it.
Because
I'm really into it.
You're really into it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Is this probably the only gun I own that you're jealous of?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitively.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning when I pointed at this. Is like you have 400 guns I'm jealous of. And...
Okay, everyone relax. It's not anywhere.
No, I was exaggerating. Yeah, you have a lot of guns I'm jealous with.
Yeah, This is your gun that I'm pissed about. Yeah.
Cool. Well, on the topic of performance, we were out there shooting a bunch of subsonic ammo today. Much like a trophy truck needs certain fuel and octane to run at the highest performance, they partnered with IQ Munitions. And all that ammo we were shooting today is custom-made subsonic 4570 ammo for Wren Metal Works type stuff.
Oh, that's rad.
Now, you could shoot that out of any other gun, but they did partner together to optimize the performance of that. Again, like you heard it, hopefully the camera picks it up. Like I'd argue
it's very quiet.
The performance is optimized with that ammo and this gun, right?
It sounds very, very good.
One question that I did have, and it's probably something that you're not going to have because you don't maintain your firearms, is like, what's the maintenance schedule of something like this? So speaking about maintenance, if you look, I mean, it's not very dirty in there.
No, it seems to be running pretty clean.
And for someone, especially like yourself, that doesn't clean guns, the maintenance schedule for most people on this gun is going to be like absolutely nothing. Their demo gun that I shot at CanCon currently has 16,000 rounds on it, and it's still running strong. So I think for the average person who wants something like this, you're probably not going to have to worry about maintenance too much. You're also not just dumping round after round after round, right? If you have that many rogue cows that need to be put down, maybe farming ain't your thing. You know what I'm saying, Crispy?
No, or there could be a plague going around.
Like a zombie apocalypse?
Sure.
But just like mad cow disease?
Sure. Yeah, and they're all mad.
They're all
mad. And you've got to respond. Look, it's definitely not a lightweight gun.
No.
This is definitely not a gun where it's like, I would not call this a backcountry gun that it's like you're throwing in a pack and you're just hiking up mountains with. It's like, dude, it's just too heavy for that.
Yeah.
But as a farm tool,
that's in the cab of your tractor or your truck, or it's strapped to like
Yeah.
a four-wheeler.
Sure. Now you also have 13 pounds of accessories on this.
But I justified the need for all of that.
Yeah. I'm just suggesting, okay, we're not going to call this a lightweight firearm.
Well, we were talking about, performance optimization with ammo and integral suppression.
Look, I wouldn't change a damn thing. Okay. I'm just suggesting to people, if they're like, it looks heavy, yeah, it is.
It's a little heavy, but Jake, lift some more weights, you'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
So after all that, Jake, let's get into some sound testing and run this against a bunch of different guns, really good suppressed guns, some moderately suppressed guns, and see where this stacks up.
I'm in. Okay, everyone, so here's what we're gonna do. Part of the fun of having these SD guns is to see where do they basically stack up against other suppressed guns. So we're gonna take the Wren Metal Works gun and we're gonna kind of run it through a roster of competitors, starting with 5.56, and we'll walk you through the different guns and what they are and what chamber and all that kind of stuff as we go. So where we're gonna start, and what we're just looking for is like, all right, where is this thing on the scale? Like how much shit is it more quiet than, especially on a 45-70 round? So we're gonna start with the Wren versus the HK MR 5.56A4. So this is an 11-inch 5.56 gun with a dead air Lazarus on it. All right, send it. Way softer.
Like,
way
different
softer.
ballpark, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can hear the difference in the crack.
Yeah, no port pop on this where you get some on that.
We might have already covered this in the video, but not today. Is that actually supersonic or sub?
These are subs.
Okay, got it. Okay, up next, we're going Wren. And then this is a B&T SPC-9 with the B&T suppressor. The round, however, is not subsonic. So this is 124 grain ammo. So these are cracking the sound barrier. Wow, a way bigger difference than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even close.
No?
That's not even close. Wow, with damn 124 9mm suppressed. Okay, up next is gonna be a suppressed Mark 23. This is with the B&T suppressor. Still a big difference.
Pretty big, huh?
Still a pretty sizable difference on those actually. 550 grains. And somehow that's more quiet than that damn suppressed Mark 23 right now. Okay, up next is a VZ61 Scorpion suppressed. We did a full video on this gun. And so this is 32 ACP, okay, with a Rex Selenium can. Here we go. So it starts to get pretty close.
Yeah?
So that got pretty close, but I would say clear edge for the Wren. Yeah, like it definitely nudged it out, but it's getting competitive.
We're getting close?
Yep.
Okay. Dude, what?
It's the best thing.
Dude, that is fucking awesome.
It's the most fun gun
There's
in the world.
nothing like that.
It's the most fun gun in the world. Okay, up next is gonna be the Ronin MP5 SD. This is the K, okay? So this is the shortened can. Obviously, we've done some content on this before. So, all right, guys, what we're gonna do, we're switch it up ever so slightly. I want Morgan to torch off a round, then Chris, then Morgan again. So I wanna sandwich that Wren gun, because I think this is gonna get pretty close.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this is MP5 SD. These are 124 ground rains, but they're all coming out subsonic. That is a proper SD, so it's like, this is SD to SD here.
Yeah, there's 124 grain rounds.
Yes, that's
not
coming
rain
out.
rounds.
That's coming out subsonic. All right, so 1-1-1-1 basically.
It's pretty
Run that
close.
one more time.
That sounded really
One more time?
Run that one more time.
To me, it's clear that the Ronin wins.
I think it does too.
Well, the other one's so metallic.
Yeah.
Like, it's the
Really?
metallic twang that gets me on that.
Boy, that right there, I think that Ronin gun finally nudges it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we finally overtook it. But that's crazy to think that a MP5 SD is the first thing to me that like fairly clearly, I mean, it's close. It is close. But that seemed to fairly clearly nudge it out.
Okay.
Second to the end is gonna be Suppressed 300 Blackout. This is gun is from Griffin Armament. It is also their can, pretty long can, probably 7-8 inch can, black can. So I mean, it's, you know, pretty I guess what you would expect. 7-8 inches is about normal. And we're of course shooting subs because we're not morons that shoot 300 blackout super. Oh, those two 300 black rounds sounded completely different. Are those subs? I mean, I just randomly grabbed those from a box. They weren't even like in a package. Well, let's run it one more time.
No,
I only
dude,
have that one mag, so like
those don't feel like subs.
I didn't bring any more than those.
Those aren't.
Yeah, these are supers.
Oh, well.
So
Boy, that's
who's a
weird.
fucking idiot now?
They got worked into my box. So we think we've identified 2 rounds of subs we have. We're only going to shoot one of those. So, all right, here we go. 1 round of 300 blackout subsonic. That's pretty close.
That sounded close from my perspective.
That's very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're definitely in debatable territory at that point. If we had a whole mag of subs from whoever screwed that up, I would say shoot more, but we don't. Okay, and for the grand finale, I mean, this should not be competitive. 22 suppressor. Are these subs or what do we got?
No.
Nah, supers.
Well, out of that barrel length, they're subs.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Yeah.
subs.
I guess by proxy they're subs.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go round of 22, round of 45, 70, round of 22.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so that's not particularly close, as it turns out. Turns out when you want to be really quiet, 22 is actually kind of unbeatable. But that said, pretty stunning how much that lever action went against and held its own.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really crazy. For a fucking 550 grain bullet, that's nuts.
It's awesome, dude.
That's pretty badass.
Couple final thoughts on this, Jake. Whether you're a rancher going to check irrigation lines and again a rogue cow is stepping out of place, whether you're not a rancher and you just want something epically cool to impress your friends. Are you impressed with my new gun?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I am.
What's the but? I hear a but.
There's no but.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a first.
But I want one.
At the end
Sure,
of the day,
there's
like,
the but I want one.
who needs this? Everyone. You, Crispy, me.
Finn.
Yeah. I don't own a ranch. I've never been on a ranch. But that gun checks a lot of boxes, especially if you just want something that is epically cool, out of the box, really kind of out of left field to impress friends and just have a great time with. I mean, everyone that I've taken to shoot this gun, every single time you guys did it today is like, holy shit, like this is so cool that everyone's leaving with a grin on their face. It is the most epically cool gun. And at the end of the day, my final thought before you get into yours is guns are just cool. And we got into guns just because they're cool. And sometimes things don't need to be super practical. No. They can just be cool and badass. And this is about the only thing, lever gun wise, that checks that box for me.
This is what guns should be. Okay,
Yeah.
like I'm going on a soapbox for a second here, but it's like, guys, when you jump into the comments about not even real weird guns that we cover, HK P2000 yesterday, that video came out yesterday from the time that we're filming this, people were like, well, why would I get this? I'm gonna P30, it's so much more practical. And I'm like, hey, fucking cocksucker, that ain't the point of this. Like, you're missing the boat, man. Like, you get cool shit because it's cool shit. If you want a P30 because you're like, well, that checks the practical box, cool, great. Go ahead and check that box and then move the fuck on with your gun collecting habits and go get cool shit now. So if you want to go get your AR checked off so that it's practical, maybe even an AK if you want to get like double practical, cool, great. That's your job now. Like,
Yeah.
That is now your job, okay? This is the kind of shit that you want. Like,
Watch the gun. Yeah.
it's full out. It's beaten up already. Like, this is to me, a celebration of what we should be getting into in gun culture, which is shit that makes no sense, right? Minus rogue cows. But it makes no sense. But you know what? It's fucking badass.
Yeah.
Because if your friends look at your gun collection and their eyes start to like glaze over a little bit, you done fucked up. Okay? This is what you should be showing your friends and have them be like, what is this?
Yeah.
And be like, I don't know, but I bet you need one, huh? And they're like, yeah, because here, I'm over here justifying what kind of threats I have in my life that I might be able to actually use this and justify it to my CPA. And be like, well, yeah, but Brett, but let me tell you some of the threats that we've got in my neighborhood. And he's like, well, the lever gun did actually make sense when you put it that way. Like,
And what are the threats in your neighborhood?
well, I'm trying to come up with something.
Mormon missionaries knocking on your door?
They did, and they knocked too late the other night. I was not happy about it. Okay? But it's like, this could have been a justifiable thing at the
There you
door.
go.
So it's like, this is, you know, from me personally to Wren Metal Works, like, bra fucking vo.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this is what it is. Like, this is what we should be doing.
They get it.
Yeah, this is what we should be doing in society right here.
And when you take the correlation of Baja trophy trucks to firearms, like, yes. Like, they just pushed the envelope on everything and made it just epically cool.
I want one so bad.
Yeah, I'm super stoked. Thanks to Wren Metal Works again. Appreciate you guys doing this with us. And that's all I got for you, Jake.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Sure.